Hi, did you know that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were related? I don't know if you give a shit, but, they're, related, dude. It's crazy, man.
All right, it's the Masked Movie Mavens. We're back. We're coming back stronger, harder, maybe a little more greasier. Chuck Slavin, what's up, buddy?
What's up? Living on the edge. Living on the edge, buddy.
You know,
what's going on?
I knew you were living on the edge. By the way, Chucky, we are the original Masked Movie Mavens.
The OGs.
That's right. Hey, all right, we haven't been on the mic for a long time. I want to put this out here.
We're still working, though, man.
We're working like crazy. But, hey, Chuck, listen. And you hear me picking up my voice a little bit louder. I'm not that. Have you ever known me to be angry? You don't want to see me angry.
No, I've never known you to be angry, buddy. I don't want to see it.
Anyways, Chuck, what's the deal with people taking photos on sets? Now, listen, you know what gets me? It's clear. It's been made clear not to do that, right? What gets me is, you look on Facebook, not only are these people taking photos on sets, they're uploading them maybe before they've even gone through wardrobe. Right?
Hey, let me choose
what's your personal policy? What's your? We're about opinions. You're very opinionated. Hit us, Chuck.
My personal opinion, I think, on as far as my belief is, it all depends on the set that you're on. But as far as people coming on, working a day and taking pictures of themselves, that's a no-no. It's your job not to take any pictures. It's your job as an actor not to break the code. You go on set, you do your job, and when I don't know. It's a touchy thing. I mean, you're not supposed to do it, so it's one of those things. You speed and you don't get caught. Are you still speeding? Yeah, you're still speeding, buddy. So I think that, people just need to really, really understand that, especially where everything's going nowadays, everything's online, and, there's casting directors on the internet. And so when you load up some picture and they see it, I mean, what do you want to do? Do you want to blackball yourself trying to get that one picture standing on the Zakum Bridge? I mean, come on, you want to do the best that you can and do the best job that you can. You know what I mean?
Give us like a half a minute, the primer. You're a new actor, a background actor. How do you get work? This is what the Mavens are all about. We're helping people get gigs.
Hey, man, I want to help people. So, like I tell everybody new, I say, listen, the best thing that you can do is, number one, get yourself on set. Try to get yourself out there. If it means, going out, being seen, being heard, then the next step for you is to definitely network. You have to network. You have to ask people, what's going on. This is a really loud chair, man.
And I thought it was just gas.
No, it's the chair.
Now they can network at your shindig, which is when?
That's October 23rd. Thank you for mentioning it. But
hey,
I don't want to be the only guy out there. You know what I mean? There's also other stuff. New England Films having a little gala and stuff, and they're having a networking events. I mean, you want to get out there, and that's why networking is so key, because you hear about this stuff. My friend Bradley, he's having a networking event for his website, New England Actor. I mean, and start showing people that the Boston actors and the New England actors are talented, and put it on the web and show everyone you can. Hey, look, this is me acting.
Okay, so now fresh news here. Mistaken identity. There was an open call. It was great that we were going to get some work down in Rhode Island. It's been put on hold indefinitely, is what we just heard. Okay. So that's what's happening there. Movies filming now. Currently, we're busy. Zookeeper.
That's all. Can I just talk about that for 1 second? I think that's awful. I mean, it upsets me a little bit, because, especially seeing movies going to Rhode Island, it's very hard down in Rhode Island because of their tax cap. So when a movie goes to Rhode Island and gets everybody excited, it's like it's one of those things where a girl tells you she's going to go out with you, and then she says, "Nah, never mind."
Yeah, I know.
So Rhode Island really needs to fight that tax cap. They really do, because we've heard of films that were going to go down there to film, and then they said, "Oh, a tax cap." It's very discouraging.
Yep.
So it booted people to Toronto.
Moreover, my wife hates it whenever there's a casting call in Rhode Island, because she knows I'm going to stop at the Twin River Casino, and if I'm
you're lucky it's not Connecticut, huh?
Well, if I'm even more of a bad boy and can get more minutes on the kitchen pass, you can go over to Mystic.
That's
But
true.
those are my demons. I will conquer those one day. Chucky, you've been
That's
busy.
like I go to New Hampshire, I stop at the liquor store. It's so weird. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. So, listen, little movie coming in with a big-time singer, Justin Timberlake. What's it called?
That is called The Social Network.
Okay.
It's a little story about Facebook and
What's
the
that?
originators of Facebook. And if you don't know what Facebook is, I don't know where you've been.
You're not listening to this.
You should probably unlock yourself from the closet. So, yeah, it should be a great movie. We'll see what happens. I'm a little discouraged about the fact that they only want to be here for like 3 weeks. They're using a lot of college kids. It's a lot of college-based film.
Oh, come on. You mean we don't make the cut?
Hey, man, I don't know. It depends on where you slide the line of your age appropriate.
Hey, come on. There are 40-year-old college students.
You're right about that, man. But
You're right.
What are you gonna do? It's the movie, and that's some of the things. I mean, the movie comes in, and they look for certain people, and it's their director's right. I mean, it's the director's right to say, I want this many of this, and I want this many of that. And so, I mean, there's nothing you can do creatively because it's what their vision is, and you have to respect the vision.
Sit back and just move along. What's the latest on Wichita? Name change in the movie.
Wichita name change. I heard that this morning. I think I read it on somebody's status update on Facebook. They changed it to Night and Day. Night meaning like night dragons and that side of thing. And Night and Day. So,
all right.
And
Zookeeper is still putting along here.
Hey, I heard there's some new scenes added, and they're shooting some stuff, and that's pretty cool. I mean, hey, if they're spending money en masse, we want them here.
I love it.
You know what I mean? So
I had a great time on there. I was thankfully a featured extra, and it's funny. I've been on 3 movies with Kevin James, right? Never got a chance to talk to the guy until I randomly ride an elevator with him.
Well, you were going to the conservatory, right?
I was. Yeah, I was. And he kind of looked at me.
Off the clock, ladies and gentlemen.
I was off the clock, and he kind of looked at me and saw that I wasn't in my appropriate zookeeper uniform, and he was a little perplexed. But I had a great time on that set down there. And we also have...
Kevin's a great guy, isn't he?
It just was a good time all around, and the weather was fantastic, too.
All the Happy Madison guys. Respect for them.
Bring them back.
Do a great job.
And finally, the town is still rolling right through November, right?
Ben's around. Ben's hanging.
Oh, he loves it here, huh? Grew up here.
Yeah, I think Ben's having a great time. So
yeah.
Who knows? He's here. He's filming. People are working, and it's good. It's good for all of us,
Okay, you're listening to Mass Movie Mavens. Chuck Slavin, he's the man to go to. My name is Chris Palermo. Chuck Slavin, tell us, guests coming up, Mass Movie Mavens. Your shindig is coming up once again next Friday night?
Shindig, yep, October 23rd. It's going to be a good time. About 150, 160 people plan to be there.
Cool.
So a lot of networking. Also coming up is J.J. Noni's film premiere, Scalpers. It's going to be at Tequila Rain.
He said he's charging us double to get into it.
Well, Jay-Z, he's working it, so he might not even let us in.
I know.
It might be sold out. So, and guys like us, I don't know if he lets us in. You know what I mean? So you can go on the web, you can find the information, find out how to get tickets and everything. So if it's going to be a big event and it's going to be a good film because Jay
when
made
is that
it.
Again?
That is October 21st.
Wednesday night.
Tequila Rain. I think it's at like 7:30, something like that.
Okay.
I don't want to mess it up, Jay. You won't see me
he'll
for a
let
while.
us know. Trust me. So tell us, and also you can search a previous Mavens interview we did with Jay.
Yeah.
Tell us.
It's a good interview.
Tell us in closing here what's coming up on the Mavens, Chucky.
The Mavens, we got some big guests coming up. We are lining people up left and right. We have a lot of good information for you guys. Stay tuned with the Mavens. We're going to have some great interviews and people looking to break into the business. They're going to be the go-to people. And there's also going to be some people out there that you might not have heard of yet because they're not getting some coverage. So we're going to give them the coverage. You're going to hear about them, and we're going to keep rocking as Mass Movie Mavens.
The original. And until then, you will continue to live on the edge?
I'm always going to live on the edge, buddy. There's nothing people can do. Living on the edge. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can do.
All right. He's Chuck Slavin, the .com, chuckslavin.com. My name's Chris Palermo. We are the original Mass Movie Mavens.